Welcome once again to the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse here at the University of Pittsburgh in Oakland, where it's Pennsylvania versus Ohio, Game 3 of the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Chris Shovlin. Susie McConnell-Serio of the Cleveland Rockers and Bill Fontana are with me here tonight. Susie, these girls tonight in this final game, Pennsylvania versus Ohio, are the preeminent players in the senior class in these two states.
It really is. This is truly the best of the best. I mean, you are going to see some great talent, post players, guards. It's going to be a show. I mean, it's what every girl should dream of being in this big game. The big game is what every high school player shoots for in their senior year in a round ball, and this should prove to be a tremendous game for all of us.
As we said at the tail end of Game 2, 4 of the 5 members of the Post-Gazette's Fab 5 will be playing for Pennsylvania. The other Fab 5 member is only a junior. That's why she's not here. Stay with us. It's going to be great. Pennsylvania and Ohio next.
The Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic is brought to you by Eaton Park, the place for smiles. The Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club, girls basketball at its best. Coca-Cola, saluting the players and coaches of our local high schools. Serving building professionals and do-it-yourselfers since 1918, OC Plus, we've got your lumber. The Harmarville Hoops Classic. Rawlings, the official basketball for the NCAA Championship. And Rhino Corporate Services, putting business in focus.
Eaton Park's the place for smiles.
When you play, sometimes you pay. But it doesn't hurt to have UPMC Health System in your neighborhood. We train and rehabilitate top athletes from all over the world. Lead the field in knee repairs. And do meniscal transplants others can't. Ours is a sports medicine program like no other, because we're a health system like no other. UPMC Health System.
Set to meet the All-Stars, the Pennsylvania All-Stars and the Ohio All-Stars in Game 3, the big feature game of the Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic, sponsored by Eaton Park. Here's the voice of the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse here at the University of Pittsburgh, Don Ireland.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the member of the Ohio and Pennsylvania All-Star squads. First, our visitors for tonight. In the red uniforms, the Ohio All-Stars. Please welcome, at forward, a 5'10" senior from St. Ursula Academy, number 11, Chrissy Donovan. A 5'6" guard from Gahanna, number 13, Tanya McClure. A 5'6" guard from Beaver Creek High School, number 15, Stephanie Miller. A 6'2" forward from Carroll High School, number 21, Megan Newton. A 5'7" guard from Minster High School, number 23, Retta Pupari. A 5'7" guard from Cincinnati Taft, number 25, Brandy Russia. A 5'4" guard from Villa Angela St. Joseph, number 31, Regina Smith. A 6'1" forward from Princeton High School, number 33, Amber Sneed. A 5'4" guard from East Lake North High School, number 41, Marcy Spillage. A 6'4" center from Carroll High School, number 43, Robin Swain. A 5'10" forward from Beaver Creek High School, number 45, Amanda Williams. And a 6' forward from Villa Angela St. Joseph High School, number 51, Sarah Cesar. The Ohio All-Star coaches are John Coffey and Richard McNutt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome the Pennsylvania All-Stars wearing the black and gold uniforms. Their players for this evening include a 5'9" guard from Elkland High School, number 12, Brooke Eggleston. A 6'1" forward from Upper St. Clair High School, wearing number 14, Beth Friday. A 5'9" forward from Aliquippa High School, number 16, Sharissa Green. A 6'2" center from Spring Ford High School, number 18, Julie Greger. A 5'3" guard from Blackhawk High School, number 20, Lisa Miller. A 5'9" guard from Du Bois Central Christian, number 22, Shayna Mosh. A 6'3" forward from Blue Mountain High School, number 30, Amy Reed. A 5'6" guard from Altoona Area High School, number 32, Tiffany Shetting. A 5'8" guard from East Allegheny High School, number 34, Brooke Stewart. A 5'4" guard from Greater Latrobe High School, number 42, Jen Sabota. At forward, a 5'10" senior from Oakland Catholic High School, number 50, Maria Wares. And a 6'2" center from Cumberland Valley High School, number 52, Mandy Whitmire. The coaches of the Pennsylvania All-Stars are Dory Anderson of Blackhawk and Jerry Fowler of Blue Mountain. Your officials for this game are Mary Beth Morrissey, Paul Soroka, and Tom Hackey.
Players and our officials, and the crowd is settled in, ready for the feature game. Pennsylvania and Ohio at the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. The tip-off is next. Well, at the top of the broadcast, I said that 4 of the 5 Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Fab 5 players are on the floor tonight. The other one is a junior, and where is she?
I think Oakland Catholic.
Oakland Catholic, that's what I thought you said.
Katie Folger.
Susie McConnell-Serio, the head coach at Oakland Catholic, and also the All-Pro with the WNBA's Cleveland Rockers with us with a color analysis tonight. Bill Fontana, our sideline reporter. I'm Chris Shovlin. Let's get set for basketball. The feature game, Pennsylvania versus Ohio. Paul Sorka, Tom Hackey, Mary Beth Morrissey are the officials. We're set to throw up the basketball, and the game is underway. Pennsylvania controls the tip.
That right there is the player to watch who had the ball in her hands and just lost it.
Shayna Mosh, over 3,000 points in her high school career at Du Bois Christian.
Headed to Duke, who was in the national championship game this year.
Brandy Russia for the tray for Ohio, missed it, and it's rebounded by Beth Friday out of Upper St. Clair. Her team won the Quad A state championship. There's Lisa Miller. Over to the right side, it'll go now to Mosh. And inside the lane, the jumper missed. The follow won't go either for Amy Reed out of Blue Mountain. And the rebound again to the Ohio State All-Stars. Out front running the point for the Buckeye State, Brandy Russia. She's from Taft High School in Cincinnati. Jumper for Trey. Got it. Three-pointer for Chrissy Donovan from St. Ursula Academy, and she hits the first zinger of the ball game.
That's a great start for her. I mean, first shot of the game, they set up a play for a three, and what a confidence builder to knock it down.
Shayna Mosh out front, gets it to Beth Friday. Top of the key, Miller off the screen is going to drive around. Now the handoff pass, Mosh for the deuce, missed it, and the rebound again to Chrissy Donovan. Donovan comes down the floor to Brandy Russia. Russia eyed it up. It's Chrissy Donovan. High post jumper, missed that time by Robin Swain out of Carroll High School. And in transition, here come the Keystone State Stars with the ball knocked out of bounds that time, as it was Brooke Stewart out of East Allegheny trying to run it down the floor.
I would expect to see this type of tempo the entire game.
In it comes. Jumper on the way, no good, and the rebound down. And it will be Ohio throwing the ball away, trying to get the fast break going up the floor.
Little sloppy start, couple turnovers, not getting into the flow of the game, but you know, this is a big game for them. I mean, they may look at this as, you know, as big as playing in the state championship, and you're playing against the best players from your area, so things are going to be a little tougher.
Reed inside, kicks it out over to the left side corner. Lisa Miller, that was a three ball, and she sinks it in. Her brother Archie, of course, plays at North Carolina State, was injured for much of this past year. Her brother Sean played here right on this floor at the University of Pittsburgh for the Panthers.
She comes from a basketball family, and
well,
it's
her
in
dad
their
is
blood.
the head coach
Right.
of Blackhawk
It's
in
in
the
their
boys
blood.
team. Yeah.
And I'm sure she will have a great career at the University of Toledo.
And just think, all the brothers and sisters in that family have won state championships. Isn't that incredible?
That is incredible.
You know that feeling, don't you? Well, not
well,
all of you did, but
right. We have. My brother's done it. Oh no, actually, not as a coach. I've done it as a player and a coach, and there's nothing like winning a state championship. The Whitfield Championship is special here, but the state championship's incredible.
it truly is. That chocolate always tastes sweeter when you're at Hershey and you
yeah.
win. On the turnaround jumper, missed that time. It's out of bounds, and it will go back to Pennsylvania. Lisa Miller to throw it into play from the right baseline. Out of the corner, the jump shot comes, and that's a three-point shot as well. Brooke Stewart out of East Allegheny.
Banks aren't open, are they?
Not
she
tonight.
called that?
Not tonight.
It
Nothing but
went in.
nylon.
I think it banked in. From my angle,
Here's a
looked like
steal.
behind the back pass. Oh, I thought she was
Shayna
going behind
Mosh
the back.
over to the left side, and the drive is scored, and count it, and a foul. Brooke Stewart will get the basket and take a pounding to the floor. She'll get to go to the free throw line as well.
We saw in the two games that we've done previously, one behind the back pass. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some fancy things going on in this game, some showboating. And one player in particular I think we'll see it from possibly is Jen Sabota. And that will ignite the crowd.
Brooke Stewart makes the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and it's 9-3. Pennsylvania in the lead. 17 minutes to play, first half. Top of the key. No-look pass. Brandy Russia had to get it out of the double team, and she flew it outside to Chrissy Donovan, who zips it in for the tray.
It's her second three. She has all 6 of their points.
An incredible start in this basketball game. We've seen 4 trays already. Now a jump shot. Lisa Miller shot blocked that time. The ball is loose and it will be out of bounds off of the hands of the Ohio Stars. Megan Newton had her hands on that ball when it went out. Let's take a look at that last drive in, and that was the play that Brooke Stewart was fouled.
That was great concentration using her left hand. And now she comes out and nails the three.
Yeah. How about that with a right hand this time? Brooke Stewart, 9 points in the game, and it's 12-6. Up the floor for Ohio. Russia stops at the right block, pass back at the key. Megan Newton driving down, and the ball knocked away by the Pennsylvania Stars out of bounds.
Brooke Stewart will play her college career here at the University of Pittsburgh. That's why she's so comfortable on this floor, knocking down a shot.
If she's not tonight, she'll get more comfortable next year.
That's right.
Inbound pass way out front, almost picked off. This is Newton, moves into the paint, puts it up, misses. The follow is there, however, for Robin Swain out of Carroll High School in Ohio. Her first basket of the game. It's 12-8 Pennsylvania. Now a whistle out front. We're going to see a foul on the point guard, Brandy Russia, I do believe.
I don't know if this offense or their fast break is designed to have Beth Friday trailing the break. I'd like to see her inside mixing up. She is so effective down low on that block, getting her the ball in a position where she can score.
Speaking of a break, let's take one right now. 15:54 to play, first half. 12-8, the Keystone State All-Stars on top of Ohio.
The 9th annual Eaton Park Harmarville Hoops Classic 3-on-3 basketball tournament is Saturday, June 5th. It's open to all age groups 10 and up. Only the first 700 teams are accepted, so enter early. The deadline is May 22nd. Just pick up an entry form at any Eaton Park restaurant or call the Hoops hotline at 412-826-2772. Harmarville Hoops, sponsored by Eaton Park, celebrating 50 years of smiles.
Come on, let's go. Move, move, move. Get open. No, no, no. What is that?
I want you to use your picks this time. All right, let's try it again.
A lot goes into being the best. The same is true of the products they choose to play with. Rawlings.
All right, that's more like it. Let's try it again.
A never-ending commitment to excellence.
.53 to go here in the first half of play. Play back in. And the Pennsylvania Stars with the basketball. Got some new people out there on the floor. And we'll identify them in just a moment as we've got a scrum underneath the basket.
That's a great high-low. That's a great high-low right there. Just high post, low post. Charissa Green just posting up, bring the other high post up, and it can be so effective when used right and taught well, just using the high-low post-to-post passing.
Regina Smith will run the ball down the right side for Ohio. Up top. Down the left side, the drive in, and the shot blocked on the play. Ohio with a steal, however. They go inside the lane. The jump shot is up, and it is good. That was Sarah Zetazar who hit that one down. Now the Ohio Stars coming back the other way. Got a lot of new bodies in the ball game right now. Driving up the floor is Stephanie Miller. And a turnover the other way. This is Charissa Green from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Brooke Eggleston in there. This is Green. Strong move on the turnaround. Too hard off the window. The follow rolls off no good for Wittenmeyer, who's just come into the ball game, and the Ohio Stars will dribble it back up the other way. Stephanie Miller underneath, off the window, and score it for Zetazar once again. .15 left here in the first half. A tie ball game at 12 all. And when they brought the subs in, the Ohio Stars got a pretty good spark.
They really did. I mean, they were trying to take quick shots, not working the ball on the offensive end. Tiffany Sheddick, a point guard, said we need a good possession, run the offense, and got them set up. They go inside and score.
Amanda Wittenmeyer out of Cumberland Valley High School here in Pennsylvania, able to get that bucket off the short shot. We'll take a look at the replay. This is, talk about the defensive hustle in this ballgame. Look at this drive and block.
Sharissa Green just very athletic, and then starts the break. I mean, you love post players that can handle the ball and possibly start your break.
Drive in, rolls out. Regina Smith couldn't get it to fall. Pennsylvania Stars with it now. Behind the back dribble and maintaining control. Jen Sabota, who's into the ballgame for the first time. Now Green feeds outside. The long jumper no good by Brooke Eggleston. And a tie-up ruled. It will be Ohio's basketball.
Both teams have started out shooting the ball pretty well. I mean, 5 3-pointers so far hit in this game.
13:31 to play. We're in the first half. Stephanie Miller. Beaver Creek, Ohio with the ball and a turnover, and the Keystone All-Stars will get it back. Pennsylvania All-Stars wearing the black jerseys, gold numerals, Ohio in the Buckeye colors of Ohio State. In the crimson and white with some gray trim, silver trim, if you will. Missed shot, Pennsylvania. Here comes the transition run. Regina Smith tries a layup, misses. Back up the other way it comes. It's like an old ABA game, running and gunning end to end here.
It really is. I mean, this is a style that these players are comfortable with. They're playing with great players. They're very athletic. They're quick. They like to run.
Drive down through, off the glass, missed by Amanda Wittenmeyer. And the rebound comes down to Ohio, Megan Newton.
And they also have to be prepared for the next level, because that is much quicker, much more physical, and they need to prepare themselves.
Smith passes over to Retta Paparel. She tries to drive in, and foot was on the baseline, out of bounds. So it will be Pennsylvania's ball back. The PA Stars lead Ohio 14-12. We have 12.5 minutes to play here in this first half. Chris Shublin with Susie McConnell-Serio of the Cleveland Rockers and Bill Fontana. Now up the floor it comes. Pennsylvania with Julie Greger in. Turns and dishes off, and look at that reverse scoop try. Missed a little long that time by Jen Sabota. And finally the rebound claimed by Ohio's Megan Newton. Back up the other way it comes. Regina Smith drives in, scoop layup, score.
So quick to the basket.
Her first basket of the game. It's a 14-14 ball game. 8 minutes gone here in this first half. Pennsylvania with the ball. Out front, Greger over to the left side. The pass goes, and it's out of bounds. And we have a stoppage in play. 11 minutes, 53 seconds to play here in this first half at the Pitt Fieldhouse. It's Pennsylvania 14, Ohio 14 at the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic.
The Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club Incorporated began in 1990 to benefit young female athletes. Our mission is simple: to create opportunities and recognition for the girls involved in basketball, while helping them to learn the lessons of life through the sport. Some of the activities of the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club include the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic, featuring the brightest stars of the Keystone State in competition with each other, North versus South and East versus West. The annual Girls Basketball Hall of Fame banquet formally recognizes the accomplishments of our local players. Our spring and fall showcase highlights our most talented players for college athletic scholarships. The girls basketball camp, in conjunction with Drill for Skill, assists the players' total development. And we offer 2 publications, Full Court Press and Pennsylvania Hoops. For more information about the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club, please write to 9E Chatham Tower, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania 15219, or call 412-471-1457.
Seen some great action so far here today at the Pennsylvania, Ohio game, this Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. Let's take a look at the drive by Ohio in that last play, Susie.
That's just a great take. A little fake crossover, coming back the same way, penetration to the basket. That's when your post player needs to step in front, maybe try and take the charge or defend. Most post players at this level right now try to block the shot, and it's exactly why she had the easy layup.
That was Regina Smith of Villa Angela St. Joseph, a 5'4" guard. Now, Ohio looking for the shot inside, couldn't get it, but the follow-up is good. Megan Newton off the miss by Robin Swain. Newton's first basket of the day.
Ohio with some size on the floor.
That they do. They are a tall club. Shot outside by Pennsylvania, missed on the drive-in. Tiffany Shettig of Altoona. Talk about great tradition in high school girls basketball. The Altoona high school girls have always been up there.
They really have. They've been to the state championships so many times. And Tiffany Shettig was a point guard on that team who they lost Upper St. Clair this year, but who played in the state championship last year. Their team has been the #1 team out of District 6 every year, so they've been a great program.
And Tiffany Shettig getting that basket down for Pennsylvania. Now in the Ohio end, Megan Newton. And the missed shot collected, and a half-court pass picked off that time. Shettig let that one get away, and now it's picked off again. This is Jen Sabota from Latrobe, one-on-one. She's going to tail out of the break, flip the pass back into the lane, and they were looking for the drive-in scoop layup, but a foul will stop the play for Maria Waries out of Oakland Catholic. She played for you, a 5'10" forward.
Maria had a great senior year for us, a great career, but this year really stepped it up defensively, offensively, scored, rebounding. She is so athletic. I mean, she's a three-sport athlete, soccer, basketball, and track, and this is really a tribute to her because I think she's been our unsung hero. Just because she's been, you know, we have Katie Bolger, who's been our leading scorer for 3 years, and Amy Kunich, a great point guard. And Maria has just played her role so well, and really one of the key reasons we were successful this year.
Well, tonight her praises are being sung as she made it to the big game here tonight at the Eden Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. She gets the 2 free throws. Pennsylvania leads it 19-16 over Ohio. We're inside of 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Playing with a 30-second shot clock, as they will next year, in 20-minute halves. Turnaround jump shot and a foul as Robin Swain let the basketball go. We're going to see a whistle against Maria Waries. It's going to be her first. Third foul against the Pennsylvania club. This is Robin Swain out of Carroll High School. First shot back rim. She'll get another.
She will be playing with Brooke Stewart here next year at the University of Pittsburgh. How about that?
So she better get used to this floor, too.
6'4", and one of the top scorers. Brooke Stewart has over 3,000 points, and, you know, 6'4" player having scored over 1,000 points and over 1,200 rebounds in her career.
3 points on the day so far for Robin Swain.
Oh,
nice no-look pass, but I'll tell you what, that time Julie Greger never saw that coming. It popped her right in the mouth. And she was able to recover and try to drive in with a layup, but missed that. And now the Ohio Stars on the break.
When you play with a point guard like Jen Sabota, you better watch the basketball. I mean, she may not be looking directly at you, but she will find you when you are open. That's a great no-look pass, and she just needed to be ready for it.
Jen Sabota commits the foul in the Ohio end on Brandy Russia. She'll get to go to the free throw line. First foul on Jen, and that is the 4th against the Keystone State All-Stars. Now the first free throw by Russia is in. Second one is up, and she gets that one. First 2 points for her tonight. 19-19 is the score. Look at Lisa Miller falling over, maintaining the dribble, trying to flip the pass out. Got it to her teammate, Maria Waries, who was then fouled on the play. That is great hustle by Lisa Miller and Maria Waries to come over and help out her fallen point guard, as Chrissy Donovan will commit the foul, her first of the game.
Great hustle on Lisa's part just to keep her dribble alive, you know, not to get caught and tied up in a jump ball situation.
Miller to Waries, top of the key. It'll go now to Greger. Miller again, pass underneath, and the short shot is good. That was Amanda Wittenmeyer out of Columbia Valley, her 4th point, and it's 21-19. Pennsylvania in the lead. We're inside of 10 minutes to play first half. On the below post, the ball comes. And traveling will be the call against the Ohio All-Stars. They caught Megan Newton with the walk.
Great team defense on the part of the Pennsylvania All-Stars. You know, the post player goes over to help, weak side help. Lisa Miller does a guard drop to take away the weak side pass. That's just team defense.
9:35 to go. Clock winds again. Lisa Miller from Blackhawk High School. Long ball. Free ball is good for Lisa Miller. That is her second tray of the night. She has 6 points.
I think as her senior year went along, she was a great leader all year, but when the game was on the line, she wanted the ball in her hands, and she stepped up her scoring. She probably could have averaged over 20 points a game, but such an unselfish point guard that she averaged around 14 points a game.
Nice loose pass to the back door. Chrissy Donovan able to take it up. 8 points for Donovan. 24-21. Pennsylvania in the lead. Here's a drive down through and a square up jump shot. A tough shot it was to make, but Shayna Mosch did it. The young lady from Du Bois Christian gets her first basket. Brandy Russia from Taft High School in Cincinnati. The basketball. Tries to use the screen, but the other guard fell down. Marcy Spelich was able to recover, made the catch, and passed it off. Here she is off balance again. Finally gets it out to Russia. 6 seconds to shoot. 8:25 to play first half. 2 seconds on the shot clock. She just let it fly and did not hit the rim. Would have been a shot clock violation anyway.
Well, it left her hand. Had it hit the rim, it may not have been a shot clock violation. And you heard the fans yelling 4 seconds. And these players aren't used to playing with the shot clock. This is something new to them.
Now Pennsylvania with a basketball. Ball loose into the corner. Saved, however. Good digging move that time by Brooke Stewart, and now a whistle.
Brooke Stewart scores her points from everywhere. 3-point range, layups, the short range jumpers, from the free throw line. She really knows how to use her body when maybe she doesn't have the shot she wants, but she will draw the foul and get herself to the free throw line.
That's the 5th team foul called against Ohio, the second on Brandy Russia. Now Amanda Whitmire will check out of the basketball game for Pennsylvania. Amy Reed from Blue Mountain is in. And at the free throw line, Brooke Stewart gets the basket. 28-21 the score. Pennsylvania in the lead by 7. Brandy Russia, lob feed inside, deflected by the Keystone State All-Stars, and Beth Friday knocked that ball out of bounds. Beth Friday from Upper St. Clair. 7:49 to play first half. Pennsylvania by 7 here at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic.
Eaton Park's the place for smiles.
When you play, sometimes you pay. But it doesn't hurt to have UPMC Health System in your neighborhood. We train and rehabilitate top athletes from all over the world. Lead the field in knee repairs. And do meniscal transplants others can't. Ours is a sports medicine program like no other, because we're a health system like no other. UPMC Health System.
Chris and Sue's
two of the main reasons why Pennsylvania has been so dominant in this game. Brooke Stork, one of them. She once had 56 points against Geibel. She was the last person on the AAU team on the bench. Her father worked with her. It's made a difference. And the other one is Shanna Mosch, number 22, plays at an A school, Du Bois Central Christian, averages 31 points, going to Duquesne, and that's kind of unique. It shows with a lot of hard work, anything can happen.
Well, that it can. And these ladies out here on the floor tonight believe that.
The only way you get better is you work hard.
Second shot clock violation. Now they're going to rule that ball did hit the rim in time, so Ohio got to keep it, and they zipped up another one. Amanda Williams able to knock that down. That was a three-pointer. Now the drive by Pennsylvania will be whistled stopped by the officials as Shanna Mosch was on the drive and was fouled on the play by Sarah Zedazar.
A couple of these players here in this game are going to the University of Pittsburgh, and some of them will also be attending Duquesne. So
they'll see each other again.
Pittsburgh basketball, I mean, this is a tribute to University of Pittsburgh and Duquesne keeping the best players in this area.
That's an important note. Of course, recruiting war is getting hotter and hotter, and
it's unbelievable
in all sports, let alone ladies basketball. Second shot missed, and the rebound taken by Regina Smith. She will run the point now for Ohio. Nice dish to the backside, and Zedazar couldn't make it happen. She was fouled on the play. She'll get to go to the stripe. Talk about recruiting these days, Susie. I know you as a everybody recognizes you as a professional basketball player with the WNBA Cleveland Rockers, but you're also still the high school basketball coach at Oakland Catholic, and I know that your ladies have to be recruited heavily, as much success as your team has had.
I have had a number of players recruited at the Division I level, some Division II, but no one will be recruited as much as Katie Bolger. I mean, she is being recruited, and I'm getting a taste of what other coaches go through of all the phone calls, and now there are more restrictions on when they can contact these players, so I get a lot more calls than my high school coach would have when I was in high school because of the restrictions.
Now drive in. Again, the whistle will blow to stop that move in by Shanna Mosch. That foul is going to be on Sarah Zedazar. That'll be her second foul, team number 7. And yeah, let's take that at the line. It's 1-1 instead of the inbound pass. The horn sounded to alert the officials of that. Shanna Mosch, Du Bois Christian.
And you noted earlier that she scored 3,066 points in her career. This past season averaged 31 points a game and 4 steals. And in her career also has 1,580 rebounds.
And she's going to Duke. Huh?
To Duke, yep. Hoping to get them back to the national championship game.
She gets both from the free throw stripe. She has 4 in the ball game, and Pennsylvania leads by 5. Ohio with the basketball, wearing the red tops. Now a kicked ball. They'll reset the shot clock for the full 30 seconds, and Ohio will have the ball from its own right wing, or will it? No, they're going to go to the baseline for the inbound. Retta Paparo from Minister High School will throw the ball into play. Right side wing to Regina Smith, guarded by Lisa Miller. Smith backs out behind the three-point arc. Instead, she'll try to pass inside, but it's picked off. The lob pass taken by Brooke Eggleston. Now, stolen back by Ohio. Coming up the floor, Regina Smith into the right corner, double team, scoots it back top of the key. Now winding up and throwing the three, and missing on the play was Amanda Williams. Pennsylvania with the ball back. Lisa Miller up the floor, stops on the right wing. Goes to the baseline to Amy Reed, back out front. Miller for another tray, in and out this time. The follow-up off the right side missed by Beth Friday, and Ohio has the rebound. Stolen back again by Pennsylvania. This is Eggleston. She loses the ball, and Ohio has it back. Steph Miller down the floor, rolls it up, and gets the lay-in.
That's where Beth Friday is so effective, closer to the basket. She
Down
uses
underneath.
her body so well.
And Friday does just what you say.
I mean, I
Use
would,
the body
I
on
would
the spin
post her
move.
up and get her to basketball down low. She is a lefty And for some reason, lefties seem harder to defend.
I guess people really aren't used to him. I think that might be part of it right there. She commits the foul as Steph Miller was able to drive in and get that one to fall through.
That's a great move.
Miller's 4th point. And we'll see a replay on Stephanie Miller's drive. She had her eye on that basket the whole time.
She did. Lisa Miller was hedging at her, hopefully making her pick up her dribble, make the pass. She was in a 2-on-1 situation, and she just took it all the way to the basket. A great take, great read.
And she gets the 3-point play there. Miller with 5 points in the ball game. Steph Miller we're talking about. It's a 2-point affair now. Pennsylvania in the lead. 5:19 to go, first half. Little flip pass over the shoulder, picked off this time by Ohio. Very alertly, Amanda Williams came after the basketball. Up the floor it comes now. Regina Smith is going to penetrate. Look at that skip move through the lane. Lost the handle on the basketball, and Pennsylvania gets it back. Up the other way, Tiffany Sheddick. Sheddick stops. Cross courts it to Charissa Green.
Move the ball. They need to move the ball.
Jen Sabota over to the right side. Off the swing pass, and the 3-point shot missed by Tiffany Sheddick of Altoona. Pearl comes up with a basketball. She's going to drive down the floor. Oh, she pulled it back down. Zipped a pass out to the left wing, and the jumper is missed by Williams. Pennsylvania with the ball. Sabota through the key.
Oh, great
nice
pass.
And again, not handled by her teammate, Julie Greger. Jen Sabota with the ball. I tell you what, Julie's going to end up with a broken nose if this keeps happening. She has been stunned by the passes of her own teammate. Green banged it too hard off the iron. Ohio with a rebound. Regina Smith whirling up the floor. Picking it up. Zetazar couldn't make it happen. Now Sheddick for Pennsylvania. Coast to coast, and she bounced it right off of her right knee out of bounds. And Ohio takes it back. And there is a timeout on the floor. 3:55 left first half. A wild one here. Pennsylvania leading by 2 at the round ball.
Chris, what is synonymous with women's basketball, certainly around Western Pennsylvania, has to be Swin Cash and Susie McConnell. I mean, you heard the names all weekend. Susie, I don't have to tell you, at Oakland Catholic, what she did, a state title back in '93. She juggles 4 children around, won the Olympic gold medal, and in the NBA and the Women's League, hard worker. So some of the girls said to me, do you know Susie? And I said, well, kind of. And they said, well, did she speak to you? I said, she spoke to me today before the broadcast. She saw me in the hall and said to move.
Oh, she's nicer than that.
Oh, you're a funny guy there, Bill.
Jen Sabota off the steal and the layup in, her first basket of the game. Now Ohio really having trouble with his full court Pennsylvania defense. Keystone State Stars up 34-30. Now you wouldn't do that to Bill, would you, Susie?
No way.
I didn't think so.
No way. Not
Although
me.
he is trying to cop tickets for the Rockers games this summer off of you.
Tell him to call me. He had to get in line behind my family.
There you go. Well, you know, the place is sold out if they all show up. Speaking of which, your husband Pete Serio, the head coach at Canavan right now.
Right.
Your brother Mike,
At
the head
Carleton.
coach at Carleton. Your brother Tom just left St. Francis of Pennsylvania, was
Right.
the men's coach there at the college level. Your brother Tim, Chartiers Valley head
Right.
coach.
I have a brother-in-law who is my brother Mike's assistant, Jerry Tuitt.
Okay.
Oh,
It's all a family affair. Oh, man, it's getting ugly out there now. They are really flying up and down this floor. And that time, Jen Sabota had to take a second to make sure she had all of her teeth left.
That could have been dangerous.
Oh, brother.
She was running right into her.
34-31, the Pennsylvania Stars lead Ohio. Up the floor it comes. Now the bounce pass stolen away. Here come the Lady Keystone Stars. Maria Waries out of Oakland Catholic gets the scoop layup and scores.
That's a great take, Maria.
Wonder where she learned that stuff. Her coach sitting right here.
I can't jump that high.
Yeah, but you had to draw it out on the playbook, right? On the chalkboard. Here's a three-point shot up and in for Chrissy Donovan.
That
Susie,
is her
we've seen a lot of trays in this
That's
game.
her third three. And I see Maria Waries is guarding her, and that's one thing for us. Maria, all year long, would guard the other team's best player. And she has the task there of guarding her, but she just got caught off a double screen.
Now we have a foul. It's be on the Pennsylvania Stars. Let's take a look at that over-the-shoulder catch and drive again. Again, the collision between Jen Sabota and Chrissy Donovan of Ohio.
I tell you what, if she would have been one step over in front of that, could have Jen Sabota could have been seriously hurt. It was good thing for her that she hit the right side of her, or the left side of her.
2:22 to play. We're in the first half. Chris Shovlin with Susie McConnell-Serio, the star of the WNBA's Cleveland Rockers, and Bill Fontana here at the Pitt Fieldhouse tonight. Ball out of bounds. It will come back to Ohio. Chrissy Donovan will inbound. Inside to Megan Newton. Newton in the foul circle. Handed stolen away by Charissa Green of Aliquippa. This is Green up the floor, bouncing off over to the right side. Gets it to Tiffany Sheddage, and now outside, Amanda Whitmire's shot is off the mark. Ohio with the ball back. Donovan pulls and fires, and a running three-pointer is good. Chrissy Donovan's fourth tray.
Wow.
And we are only in the first half.
I mean, she's a player who, going to University of Dayton, scores over 1,100 points in her career, 722 assists. So she's done it all for her team at St. Ursula.
Randy Russia feeds over to the left. Donovan again for the tray. 17 points now, 5 threes, and we have a 20-second timeout called by the Ohio Stars, and they are all of a sudden on fire. They've taken a 40-36 advantage over Pennsylvania with a minute and a half left.
That's what they call being in the zone. I mean, she's just in the zone, nothing but nylon. I mean, every three-pointer she has shot has been nothing but net.
And she shot that last one straight off the pass. I mean, she didn't even catch the ball before it was on its way.
And it's just one of those nights that as soon as the ball's in your hands, it feels good when it's leaving. And, you know, you hit your first one, okay, you hit your second one. Now she's hit 5. I mean, I think she would continue to shoot the ball every time she touches it if she is open.
Let's take a look. There's the pass. I guess she did have it for a full second, didn't she?
Well, you give their point guard, Brandy Russia, credit. She just hits a 3 from the other side of the floor, comes down, sees her open, and goes right back to her. Some players will go away from that and not give it to a player, but she has a mindset that, you know, she just hit a 3, go right back to her, she's going to hit another one.
Sheddick up the floor. Well, you point guards are all looking to get the assist. You're going to feed the player who's going to score, right?
That's right.
Drive down under, missed once, missed twice, and Charissa Green, rather, tried to get it again, and this time the ball rolls out of bounds off of one of the Ohio players. 1:17 to go. We're in the first half. It is Ohio 40, Pennsylvania 36 now, much on the strength of Chrissy Donovan's 5 three-pointers. Looking for an inbound. They get it to Maria Waries. Out front further now, Brooke Stewart. Drives to the right. Green. In traffic, misses. And the rebound, smack down to Regina Smith. She's on the fly.
Great hustle.
Smith. Excellent hustle. The ball was swatted away from her for a moment, and now the Keystone State Stars pick it up. Stewart, right side wing, jumper for 3, missed that time. The follow by Green is there, off the missed shot by Tiffany Shedding. Charissa Green, her first basket of the game as Sheddick missed from long range. We have 35 seconds left. Pennsylvania down by 2 as we come to intermission. Donovan with a no-look pass. She can do a little bit of that too, but the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Green of Pennsylvania. So Ohio will get to inbound with 27 seconds to play.
This is a big defensive stop right now. You get a defensive stop, maybe score in the last possession, tie the game up, maybe take a 1-point lead going into halftime. Just have confidence going into that second half.
Donovan feeds inside. A quick shot by Robin Swain misses. The ball out of bounds. Pennsylvania gets it back with a chance to tie, or if they can get a 3, take the lead here with 23 seconds left. We'll work hard up the floor. Tiffany Sheddick of Altoona with the basketball crosses the 10-second line. 14 seconds left. Shot clock is off. There's Green over to the left side. Pump fake, and now Brooke Stewart's going to drive in, lay it up, and leave it off the rim, no good. Ohio with the ball, 3 seconds left. They're at the half-court line. Here they come as time expires. And that time, Regina Smith tried to get the shot off, but didn't have the muscle on it. And at halftime, Ohio has a 2-point lead over Pennsylvania. It is Ohio 40, Pennsylvania 38, here at halftime of the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic.
The Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic is brought to you by Eaton Park, the place for smiles. For quality building materials, shop your local OC Plus. We've got your lumber. Coca-Cola, saluting the players and coaches of our local high schools. When it comes to basketball, think Rawlings, the official basketball for the NCAA Championship. The sports medicine program of UPMC Health System. And the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club. Girls basketball at its best.
The 9th annual Eaton Park Harmarville Hoops Classic 3-on-3 basketball tournament is Saturday, June 5th. It's open to all age groups 10 and up. Only the first 700 teams are accepted, so enter early. The deadline is May 22nd. Just pick up an entry form at any Eaton Park restaurant or call the Hoops hotline at 412-826-2772. Harmarville Hoops, sponsored by Eaton Park, celebrating 50 years of smiles.
Cumberland Valley High School. She's going to be playing basketball here at the University of Pittsburgh. And Amanda, I think you had 6 points in the first.
Yeah, it's a tough game. You make prize dominant defense. You know, offense isn't real key right now, so you just got to do what you got to do.
In high school, she missed her junior year, and can you tell us the reason why?
For this little guy in my arms right now, this is my son, Bishop. He's 14 months old, and he's a handful, pretty much.
Cute little guy, and obviously you still did very well, worked hard, scored 1,200 points. So it says something about your basketball career. Are you excited about coming here to Pitt to play?
I'm excited. They're going to make everything out of me that I can be. I'm determined to be here. I'm excited to be playing on my next home court for the next 4 years. I'm ready to go.
In just the few minutes that the audience has had the opportunity to see you, you're a very dominant and physical player.
Very much so. That's my key. That's what I am.
Best of luck to you in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, Bishop is nervous, so am I. We're going to take a break and go back over to Chris. This is Amanda Wittenheimer.
I think he's nervous because he's standing next to Bill Fontana, but I'm not certain.
She does have her hands full. I give her a lot of credit at the young age of, you know, raising a child, going to school, getting back in shape to play basketball. I know it firsthand.
Yep.
It's not easy, so I give her a lot of credit, and I hope she has a great college career and plays well here at the University of Pittsburgh.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. It's halftime, and the Ohio All-Stars lead by 2 here at the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic.
The Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club Incorporated began in 1990 to benefit young female athletes. Our mission is simple, to create opportunities and recognition for the girls involved in basketball while helping them to learn the lessons of life through the sport. Some of the activities of the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club include the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Roundball Classic, featuring the brightest stars of the Keystone State in competition with each other, North versus South and East versus West. The annual Girls Basketball Hall of Fame banquet formally recognizes the accomplishments of our local players. Our spring and fall showcase highlights our most talented players for college athletic scholarships. The girls basketball camp, in conjunction with Drill for Skill, assists the players' total development. And we offer 2 publications, Full Court Press and Pennsylvania Hoops. For more information about the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club, please write to 9E Chatham Tower, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania 15219, or call 412-471-1457.
This is James Broadhurst, the president and CEO of Eaton Park Restaurants. And Jim, what you have done for high school basketball in Western Pennsylvania has been phenomenal.
Well, we've enjoyed every minute of it. The girls are so outstanding, and each year they get better and better. It's amazing how equal the talent is out here tonight. We're seeing some great basketball, too.
How did you get involved with this and when?
Well, it's been almost 10 years. We've always had an interest. Of course, we have a lot of waitresses, as you know, so we have a lot of women that work for us. And we had a real interest in basketball, so when Bob Gallagher got involved, we wanted to get involved, too, and support it.
Speaking of Bob Gallagher, I understand he wanted to give it up, and you said no way.
Yes, he did, and he's the guy that's really made a difference here. When he told us he was going to retire a couple of years ago, we said, well, Bob, we're going to retire, too, if you are, so we want you to stay around. We're with you as long as you're involved, so.
If you can tell the viewers some of the things that you do monetarily to make this tournament go.
Well, of course, we cover a lot of the expenses in the tournament, but we also do give a $1,000 award to the outstanding defensive player. We think defense is obviously as important as offense, so we're involved in lots of different levels of the game.
You know, I can remember as a young guy, and I'm dating myself now, that the Eaton Park restaurants used to be car hops, and then your big boys took over, and a lot of people like the seasoning salt, and now you've got a smile very similar to that smile cookie. Congratulations, a job well done.
Thank you very much. It's been 50 years for Eaton Park, so we're delighted to have been around 50, and we're looking for the next 50. Thanks a lot.
Any final comments you'd like to make about the tournament? Has it grown to you?
It's grown. I think tonight we're seeing a great game. 2 outstanding. Pitt and Duquesne have recruited a lot of great players, so we're seeing some outstanding. Brooke Stewart's having a wonderful game.
James Broadhurst, let's go back to the table. Chris and Susie.
All right, Bill and Jim, thank you so much. And we can't say enough what Mr. Broadhurst and his company does for the girls basketball, and in particular the Round Ball Classic here. They just do a marvelous job. Eaton Park's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, all-time family restaurants anyway.
I know I grew up eating at Eaton Park a lot, but you cannot put on a production like this and include so many young players and make this a success without people like Jim Broadhurst and the Eaton Park organization. They just have been so supportive over the years, and you know, without them, it's not possible.
Back with more in just a bit.
The Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Roundball Classic is brought to you by Eaton Park, the place for smiles. The Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club, girls basketball at its best. Coca-Cola, saluting the players and coaches of our local high schools. Serving building professionals and do-it-yourselfers since 1918, OC Klutz, we've got your lumber. The Harmerville Hoops Classic. Rawlings, the official basketball for the NCAA Championship. And Rhino Corporate Services, putting business in focus.
Eaton Park's the place for smiles.
Come on, let's go. Move, move, move. Get open. No, no, no. What is that? I want you to use your picks this time. All right, let's try it again.
A lot goes into being the best. The same is true of the products they choose to play with. Rawlings.
All right, that's more like it. Let's try it again.
A never-ending commitment to excellence.
Well, the old adage is there is proof in the pudding, and the pudding happens to be the stat sheet here in this basketball game. And Susie, looking at shooting percentages, what do you find?
It really is. I mean, the first 2 games that we've seen, the team that has shot in the 40s, over 40% from the field, has won the game. And right now, the Ohio All-Stars are shooting 41%. The Pennsylvania All-Stars are shooting 31%. That is indicative of the defense, though, that you find at this level. I mean, you say offense wins games, defense wins championships, and the defensive effort is causing poor shooting. I mean, they're 13 of 41 from 2-point range here tonight. So for the Pennsylvania All-Stars to come out with a victory tonight, they better start getting the ball inside, taking better shots, and knocking down some shots and increasing this shooting percentage in the second half.
You know, we've talked so much tonight about the opportunities that these young ladies have been afforded by Eaton Park and by Bob Gallagher, and of course playing in games like this, and just the fact that ladies basketball has really caught up, so to speak. But now, you know, you look at the opportunities. Many of these young ladies are going to be going to major universities, playing in major college programs. We've seen some great players in this game in the past, playing at some of the biggest schools in the country. I'm wondering, you know, deep down inside in your heart, if you ever thought after you left Penn State and after you left the Olympic team, if there'd ever be that extra opportunity like you have now playing professional basketball.
I really didn't. And you grew up knowing that that opportunity would never exist. You know, playing in the Olympics, and even when I played in '92 after I had made a comeback, there still wasn't a professional league, so you never thought about it. And I started having children, never thought I would make a comeback, and really was an opportunity of a lifetime for me, and something I think young players will take for granted, but it's something that I truly appreciate because the opportunity is now there for me to play professional basketball. But you'll see a lot of these players in the WNBA someday, and having come out of great college careers, and just opportunities in general for female players now is unbelievable. Things that were never there with me while I was growing up, and now it's great to see them playing the game and enjoying these opportunities. I mean, you got players, I go to clinics, I see kindergartners and first graders at these clinics. I mean, I think parents are now starting to see the green light that their daughters can get a scholarship to college, and you know, that's big nowadays with how expensive college is.
Well, some of these young ladies might be following you into the WNBA. Who knows, future Cleveland Rockers, or
by that time, I'll be out of there.
You might be coaching. You never know. You might be a WNBA coach someday.
You never know.
Well, we're back into play. Pennsylvania has the basketball to start the second half. They trail by 2. Lisa Miller.
They also must find an answer and find somebody who can stop Chrissy Donovan, who has 17 points, 5 of 5 from 3-point line, shooting 6 for 6 for the game.
Almost a turnover. Pennsylvania is able to scoop it back up. Amy Reed. Lisa Miller with the ball. They reset the shot clock because Ohio did have it long enough to call it a turnover. And now a good drive down the left side of the baseline and taking it up and scoring. Beth Friday, that's her 4th point.
That is where she is so effective. Put her on the block, let her post up, and get her the basketball.
Sparparle with the basketball on the right side wing. Up front it'll come now. Backing up with a rock, Regina Smith out of Villa Angela St. Joseph. Drive down through, flip layup. Too much glass that time, and the rebound down to the Pennsylvania Stars. Lisa Miller on the drive. On the left side, with the basketball is Brooke Stewart, and a whistle. Foul call against Ohio, and Regina Smith picks up her first of the game. That's the first of this half. And we played a minute 20's worth of basketball. Nice backdoor lob pass, and there it is on the lay-in for Amy Reed.
Great back screen, point guard to a post screen. You don't want to switch a guard on a big girl, and that's just a great play.
She's finally broken the ice, her first basket of the game, and now a kicked ball, and Ohio will get to have it back with a full shot clock of 30 seconds. Retta Paparle out of Minister High School will throw the inbound pass. It's out front. Smith drives inside the circle. Pass over to the left. Now, Sarah Zetazar couldn't make it fly. Ball to the floor, and a fight ensues. Paparle comes up with the basketball. Miller had an eye for shooting it. Instead, Smith will take the tray and miss. The follow for Zetazar, and it's scored. It's her 7th point of the night. Tie ball game at 42 all.
She just ripped that out of Amy Reed's hands and put it right back up.
Now steal. This is Steph Miller. 1-on-3 drive, and she got pickpocketed by Lisa Miller.
That's just determination on Lisa's part.
Pull up jump shot. 3-ball. Good. Shayna Mosh out of Du Bois Christian.
That's a confidence builder right there for her. I mean, she's a great scorer, great player. But up until that point, I think she was struggling a little bit offensively.
We have 12 three-point shots in this game. We're still very early. Lob toss on that layup try. Shayna Mosh out of control, couldn't get it. And now a scoop layup blocked that time. Steph Miller had it chopped right out of her mitts. And it will be Lisa Miller running the basketball up the floor for Pennsylvania. Drive down left side, baseline jumper off the mark badly, but a foul.
It's always nice to have a post player behind you that you know when you get beat that she'll be there to help her clean up.
17:07 to play. Pennsylvania leading 45-42. This is Shayna Mosh.
Great form. Great form on her shot.
8 points on the evening. And we're going to have some free substitutions here. And it seems like no matter who you pull out of the ball game, somebody's going to come in as equally as talented.
Well, Chrissy Donovan's in the game, and they need to be aware of where she is.
Maybe that substitution might even bring in some more talent with her 5 3-pointers.
You can count on her hanging around that three-point line.
Shayna Mosh with 9 points tonight. 47-42 Pennsylvania in the lead. Ohio, Donovan. Trying to pass inside of Zetasar. The ball is picked and it's out of bounds. Good hustle by Brooke Stewart and company as they knock the ball over to the sideline. Donovan touched last. It is out of bounds to Pennsylvania. Susie, we were talking about your professional career. When do you have to get back at it?
Training camp starts May 14th, but our team will get together sometime right after the 1st of May and just work out with our trainer, strength and conditioning coach, just to get ourselves ready for the 14th date. But I think most teams will probably get together the beginning of May. We don't know who will be on what team. I mean, you had so many players protected. There was an expansion draft last week. There's the pre-draft camp that's coming up in a few weeks, and then the draft on the 29th. So you just never know up until then who's going to be on your roster.
The shot clock is dark off to our right, and until they can get that reset, they're going to hold up play a little bit here. Or they might have to unplug the other one just to make it fair for both sides. 16:52 to play in the basketball game. We're in game 3, the capper and the feature game of the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. And they are scrambling to try to get that shot clock fixed. 47-42 the score. Pennsylvania in the lead. Now they're going to bring the players to the sideline.
They haven't needed it. Play without
Not really.
it.
I think they're used to it now.
And
For
an all-star
all of these
game.
girls, their first game ever with a shot clock.
Right. And we've had one shot clock violation and one close one for the Ohio All-Stars. Pennsylvania hasn't needed it. I think it's on average probably a possession of 12 seconds.
Well, they bring the cheerleaders out onto the floor. Thomas Jefferson's Jaguars, always among the best in the nation. And, of course, the ladies from Butler putting on a great show on the other side of the floor from us, as you can see.
This is great. I mean, this is an opportunity for them to be a part of this as well. It's not just for the basketball players. It's for the cheerleaders. It's for all the little girls growing up wanting to play basketball. It's for all the parents that watch their daughters in an all-star game. It's for all of their fans that have watched them for 4 years. So it's not just these players and the coaches. I mean, there are a lot of people involved and a lot of people here to support these young ladies.
Lisa Miller gets the pass inbounds. She has it in the backcourt. And the back dribble. Shayna Mosh out front now to Julie Gregory. Underneath it'll go, and Beth Friday tried to take it up.
That's a great pass by Lisa Miller getting the ball to Beth Friday, but she's on the right side of the basket. We teach all right-handed players to use their left hand on the left side. That's one thing I think she needs to become more effective at the next level, is being able to use her right hand. At the high school level, she dominated. I mean, she used her left hand so much, was very dominating. Going to the next level, I think she needs to be a little more versatile, being able to use her right hand.
See her shooting left-handed at the free throw line, rather demonstrative in our camera work here. Our crew from Rhino Production, good bunch of folks to work with. Glad to be back with them again this year. She goes 1 of 2 from the line. Friday with 5 points. Ohio with the ball, 48-42. By the way, Zedesar, the person with the ball right now, is the one who committed the foul. That's her 3rd of this game. So she is in a bit of trouble. Nice pass to the backside, and Zedesar able to take it down.
Good touch.
Tanya McClure that time with the feed. She did not play in the first half at all. Now traveling call against Pennsylvania will give the ball back to Ohio. 48-44, Pennsylvania in the lead, 16-13 left.
This fast break that they're running, where their trailer is stopping at the top of the key, is a break that Black Hawk used and Dory Anderson used. Was very effective for her personnel, where she had post players who could hit the three, who could handle the ball and penetrate. But I don't know that it's as effective with post players that just catch and reverse the ball. As you saw, they had a travel call last possession.
Chrissy Donovan missed her first tray try of the game. She was 5 for 5 before that one, and now on the fast break, Brooke Stewart is able to score her 13th point.
And then they created the turnover.
That they did. Pennsylvania will have the ball back, and we're going to take a short timeout. 15:46 to play in this ball game. Pennsylvania leads it 50-44 here in the feature game of the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic.
The Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club Incorporated began in 1990 to benefit young female athletes. Our mission is simple: to create opportunities and recognition for the girls involved in basketball, while helping them to learn the lessons of life through the sport. Some of the activities of the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club include the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic, featuring the brightest stars of the Keystone State in competition with each other, North versus South and East versus West. The annual Girls Basketball Hall of Fame banquet formally recognizes the accomplishments of our local players. Our spring and fall showcase highlights our most talented players for college athletic scholarships. The girls basketball camp, in conjunction with Drill for Skill, assists the players' total development. And we offer 2 publications, Full Court Press and Pennsylvania Hoops. For more information about the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club, please write to 9E Chatham Tower, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania 15219, or call 412-471-1457.
When you play, sometimes you pay. But it doesn't hurt to have UPMC Health System in your neighborhood. We train and rehabilitate top athletes from all over the world. Lead the field in knee repairs. And do meniscal transplants others can't. Ours is a sports medicine program like no other, because we're a health system like no other. UPMC Health System.
Chrissy Donovan has 17 first half points in this ball game. Sarah Zedesar with 9 for Ohio. 9 points for Shayna Mosh of Pennsylvania and Du Bois Christian. 13 for Brooke Stewart. She's game high for the Keystone State Stars. Now a scoop layup try missed by Jen Sabota from Latrobe. And a fast break down the other end. This is Ohio taking it up, and scoring is Brandy Russia. Good athletic move, making the catch and pivoting inside the middle of the key to get away from the defender.
She has not decided on her college, and I am sure she is sparking a lot of interest tonight.
Jumper outside missed by Brooke Eggleston, and the ball out of bounds and a foul down low. This one looks like it's going to be against Sarah Zedesar. Check that, Chrissy Donovan, my mistake. That's going to be her 3rd foul, so Susie, she's in a bit of trouble as well, as she and Zedesar each have 3.
You look at an all-star game, though, they play so, like, a few minutes at a time.
True.
And I don't think they'll foul out.
Dory Anderson.
They'll just play less defense.
head coach of the Blackhawk Cougars. Her first year as head coach, she went 28-1 and won the state championship at Blackhawk High School.
What a great first year as a coach.
Yep.
I mean, the only thing better is an undefeated record, and the only loss was Tupper St. Clair.
And they won the title
the
too.
Quad A state championship.
Yeah. Nothing to sneeze at there. Look at that double clutch shot. Missed that time, however, by Tanya McClure. Ohio still fighting, maintain possession of that basketball. Will be a foul on Jen Sabota for the reach-in. That's going to be her second personal foul. And that is only the first team foul against Pennsylvania in this half. We played just over 5 minutes of basketball, 5 minutes and 1 second to be absolutely precise.
Well, the referees are letting them play, as they should be.
Jumper left corner, good. Zipped in that time by Brandy Russia.
She's come alive in the second half.
That she has. They call that a 2 or a 3?
A 2.
7 points for her. Lob down low, off the window, kiss it goodbye. Amanda Wittenmeyer. 6 for her in the ball game. And another foul call. This is on Eggleston. That's going to be her first, team foul number 2 of the half. Chrissy Donovan inbounds on the bounce to Brandy Russia. Russia trucks it up the floor. Pulls, fires, 3-ball on the way, short. Rebounded. Robin Swain working her way around, trying to put it up. Blocked on the play that time by Amanda Wittenmeyer.
She needs to protect the ball a little better. At 6'4", very rare that you would get your shot blocked.
Backward pass. Now a jumper from the top of the key. Julie Greger failed. A 4-point Pennsylvania lead with 14:04 left. Donovan. Feeds in, back out. Donovan now top side to Tanya McClure. Brandy Russia. Pass over to the left side. McClure uses the window nicely. It's her first basket.
Jen Sabota, very good defensive players, allowing her player to go by her, trying to reach around from behind. Something I used to do as a player, but as a coach, you don't like your players to do.
Taking those extra gambles.
Something her defender just tried to do.
Jen Sabota with that double clutch leaner. That's her 4th point. It's 54-50. Pennsylvania leading with 13 and change to go in this game. Russia to Donovan. Inside. Zediser. Could make it fly, and now shot by Swain, partially nipped. And Pennsylvania had it, but had it stolen back. Russia. Donovan and Russia were tied up together. Should have been a traveling call, but no whistle blew. And now they kick it out to the left wing. And Tanya McClure drains it for 3.
Should have been a travel. That 3 shouldn't have been any good.
54-53, Pennsylvania by 1. The ball, Maria Waries, Oakland Catholic. Right side, Waries, nice fader. 6-point, her first basket of the half. 56-53 PA.
Plays her role very well.
Russia trying to pass into Zediser, and she was blocked out by Maria Waries on the play, and she will commit the foul. It's going to be her second.
You see Jen Sabota trying to reach behind. That's a great crossover by the post. And then to the basket for the layup. It's a great heads-up play.
12:16 to go. We're here in the feature game of the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. Again, we thank everybody, including James Broadhurst, President and CEO of Eaton Park, for all that they've done. And the folks at WBGN TV for carrying all 3 of these games. Pennsylvania with the ball now. Top of the key, Charissa Green out of Aliquippa. Over to the left side, 3-ball on the way, missed. Brooke Stewart. And Waries fights for the rebound, gives it back. Stewart takes it up, misses again. They'll try it for the 3rd time, never got it lost. A foul on the play as Amanda Wittenmeyer tried to take it up. She'll get to go to the stripe.
That's great hustle. Just attacking the offensive glass. And that's somewhere Maria was so effective for us. I mean, going to the offensive glass, and she can jump with anybody. She is a state finalist in the hurdles, and just a great athlete, and someone that will be truly missed in our program.
Meyer gets the first, her 7th point of the game. The foul, by the way, was on Megan Newton out of Carroll High School. Second shot is good. And we're going to take a timeout. 11:48 to play. Pennsylvania leads it by 5 here at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. We'll be back.
The 9th annual Eaton Park Harmarville Hoops Classic 3-on-3 basketball tournament is Saturday, June 5th. It's open to all age groups 10 and up. Only the first 700 teams are accepted, so enter early. The deadline is May 22nd. Just pick up an entry form at any Eaton Park restaurant or call the Hoops hotline at 412-826-2772. Harmarville Hoops, sponsored by Eaton Park, celebrating 50 years of smiles.
Been synonymous with success in high school basketball. She's from the greater Latrobe area, and when you look at her wearing number 42 for Pennsylvania, she's the youngest of 3 sisters, scored over 2,000 points, and her biggest thrill in high school basketball was when they beat USC, Chris, who was ranked number 1 at the time.
I thought he was going to say when they beat Oakland Catholic. That's been the theme of his evening.
Well, when you're sitting at the top, everybody's gunning for you, whether it's USC or Oakland Catholic.
That's right.
58-53, Pennsylvania in the lead. Ohio with the basketball. They're trying to roll the pass along the baseline. Almost lost it. And now in traffic. Megan Newton goes to the floor, kicks it back out.
Great
Shot
hustle.
missed by Miller. And Pennsylvania comes down with a rebound. Charissa Green. The timeline, Brooke Stewart rushes. Jumper on the way, 3-ball good. Tiffany Shennick from Altoona. She has 6 points, both on trays.
Loves the 3-point shot.
Charissa Green with a block down low, and the ball out of bounds. Ohio gets to retain, but a good defensive play by the young lady who played for the Quips.
I love the defensive intensity on the Pennsylvania All-Stars.
Jumper from the left wing. Air ball. Charissa Green comes down with the basketball. Spellich tried to take it away from her. Couldn't do it. Stewart from East Allegheny High School. Grabs the ball. Now Charissa Green. Jumper. How about that one? Just zinged it in from 17 straight away.
Tell you what, these 5 right here are building a lead, a 10-point lead. Giving them some breathing room.
Spellich out front with the ball. Long shot up and in. And they are flying this thing from all over the floor here tonight. Amanda Williams has her 2nd tray of the night, 6 points.
Great catch.
Green at the left block.
I thought that pass was out of bounds. A great
Whirls,
catch.
couldn't finish it. Off the missed shot by her teammate, gets it, tries to take it back up and couldn't score. Amy Reed had the ball, put it back up there on the top of the rack, and that thing just didn't want to go down. The lid was closed.
Charissa Green is so strong.
Take a look at the block shot down in the other end moments ago by Charissa Green.
That's just, she got beat on a screen coming across the lane, open for a split second, but she's there for the block.
Green with a free throw, no good.
So strong, so explosive as a player. And I love watching her post up, the little shake and bake move and turnaround jumper that she has, and so explosive to the basket with the ball.
Coach, I'm going to ask you the proverbial question. We've got a lot of young ladies out there who are in high school or perhaps getting set to head to high school, and they want to play basketball or they are playing basketball. How do they get ready during the off season? What do they work on?
I think the key is to continue to work on your skills in the off season, because that's when you become a better player. But conditioning, I have learned, is so important. When you're in great shape, every part of your game is so much better. Defense, and every skill you have feeds off one another. But being in shape and continue to work on your skills, and you can work on your skills to get in shape. You do a lot of shooting workouts and make the most of it, but that's the biggest difference I've seen, having to get back in shape. When I was out of shape, I mean, I was rusty. My ball handling, my shooting, my passing, I was slower. And so once you get back into shape, then everything is so much better.
Stephanie Miller picks up her second personal foul on that play. And I'm sure that, you know, these days you see so many people in weight training. What about the gals in the weight room?
It's something in our program we haven't made mandatory. A lot of them use it in the off season. Some of them continue to use it during the season. I know some programs it's mandatory and they use it all year round, and it is a good thing. I mean, coming back, it has helped me become physically stronger. And you know, some people believe in it and live by it, but it depends on a person. I mean, you're not going to bulk up. It's just for strength so that you don't get hurt. I mean, you want to work on your endurance, you want to work on your physical strength so that you don't get hurt, because you see so many career-ending injuries.
See so many of these ladies out here tonight, not only in this game, but the two games prior, in such great physical condition.
Right. I mean, and you can tell the players that have, you know, continued to play AAU, and most of these players, you know, maybe, well, actually these are seniors, so they wouldn't be on most of the AAU teams now, but you know, they're maybe playing pickup games. They've been practicing with the All-Star teams, and these are players that love to play. So I'm sure these players have been in the gym ready to get ready for this game.
Give and go pass, and it didn't go anywhere. Charissa Green will be called for the foul on the drive in by Megan Newton. Green picks up her second personal. That's a fourth against the club. Megan Newton out of Carroll High School, 6'2" forward at the free throw line for the Buckeye State. Still front rim that free throw.
That's right, some of these players are from my home, away from home during the summertime.
Did the same thing to the second one, and Pennsylvania comes up with the rebound. Shettig to the left side, Sabota. Green. Eggleston with the ball. Sabota out of the right corner, almost lost it, got it back, fires it past low, and unable to take that one up was Amy Reed. Here comes Ohio with a steal.
Oh, no call.
And a scoop layup, no whistle on that one, as Regina Smith went hard to the boards. On the floor, that is. And now, the scoop layup off the left side is missed short by Tiffany Shettig. Ohio with the ball back. Smith. Right side. Miller drives in, shoots, misses, foul.
That was still a great take by Tiffany Shettig, dribbling through traffic. And a lot of times you see players, when they're trying to get through two defenders, go up over and end up getting called with a carry. And something I love to do is a little crossover, low and quick to the ground. Tiffany did is just trying to get through two defenders and just came up short on her left-handed layup.
Miller with her first shot in from the line. She has 6 points on the evening. And again, we're going to see a lot of subs at one time, as we've seen almost platoon type of substitution in all three of our games tonight.
This is a good lineup. I think the coaches of the Ohio Stars right now are looking to make a run right here. I mean, I think they've got their scores on the floor. The people have come up big for them tonight. And, you know, they're down 8 points right now with 8 minutes to go. And I think this is where they're going to try and make a run.
66-58 the score. Charissa Green in traffic. Dribbles between the circles. Pulls and fires. Three-pointer missed. Short that time. The ball out of bounds to the Keystone State. And we're going to take another timeout. 7:53 to play here in the basketball game. Pennsylvania 66, Ohio 58 at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. Pennsylvania with the lead by 6 as we return to action here at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse. High atop the hill in Oakland, the University of Pittsburgh. Sabota for Trey, missed it. Green with the follow on the turnaround, missed. And the rebound to Sarah Zediser. Thinking some of these Pennsylvania stars have been in here for a while. They look like they're getting a little winded.
They have. I think, you know, the timing of their substitutions. Did they call a charge? Oh no, blocked. Crowd behind us roared. I thought they called a
They wanted a charge.
Called a block.
They wanted a charge, but Sabota gets called for her 3rd personal foul. Now Ohio off the miss, and the follow-up won't go either for Robin Swain. And another whistle, and it's out of bounds to Pennsylvania.
I think the Pennsylvania All-Star team needs to take some time off the clock and work for a good shot each time, not taking the quick shot. Well,
that
proves
time
me
they
wrong.
took the quick shot and they got it. Tiffany Sheddick.
She's a great shooter, though. I mean, but you look now, you have a 10-point lead. You know, take some time off, work the ball, and you know, don't give up a 3 or the quick basket on the other end. But it's an all-star game.
Inside of 7 minutes to play in it, too.
They don't have the mentality that we play to win at this point in the game.
No. Pennsylvania. No look pass, and Green didn't know it was coming, and that was a pretty one by Jen Sabota.
She loves a no-look pass.
I could tell.
I think players just have to know her.
Well, that's the trouble when you
and
practice twice
exactly.
with a player of her caliber. It's impossible to know the tendencies.
Well, I've seen her play for Latrobe for 4 years, and her players that she plays with, her teammates, got hit in the face with the ball a few times. They weren't ready for her passes.
Brooke Eggleston commits the foul.
Chrissy Donovan's been quiet this second half.
Yes, she has. She has 17 points, all in the first half. Again, we talked so much about the fact that 5 of her field goals were 3-pointers.
Right. And she comes in the line and makes 1 of 2. But when you're hot like that, sometimes you hate halftime. You hate that break and the stoppage of play.
Just want to keep it rolling.
You slow it down.
Now Keystone Stars with the ball. Long jumper and an air ball that time by Tiffany Sheddick. Pennsylvania leads it 68-59. Ohio with the takeaway. Zedazar gets it. A nice feed from Chrissy Donovan. Turns and fires and scores. She has 11 points. She's really been the steadiest player in this game.
She really has.
For the Ohio Stars. Turnaround jump shot way off the mark that time.
See, the last 2 possessions, you had a 10-point lead. It's down to 7. I don't agree with the shot selection.
Charissa Green not only blocked the shot, but smacked it down on a volleyball tap into her own hands. Pennsylvania with the ball back. Sheddick to the left corner, up fake, Sabota. Cross court it goes, and the jumper on the way. Eggleston is short. I really believe these ladies are tired out here, Susie.
Well, there are 5 substitutions at the table for the group on the floor, but I just think their shot selection right now is suspect. Just because they're taking long threes, they're taking quick shots, and you're not protecting a lead. I know it's an all-star game and you want to shine, but there's also a factor that you got to be a team player. It's a great bounce pass. Chrissy Donovan not scoring this half, but doing it all elsewhere. With a nice feed inside.
She's had a darn good game here.
Yes, she has.
5:25 to play. Pennsylvania leads 68-61 over Ohio here at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. I was talking to Bob Gallagher this week, and he said he decided to take this All-Star Day into a different format and bring the Ohio All-Stars in. I think it's paid off admirably.
It really has. I mean, it's an opportunity for these players to play against the best from other states. A few years ago, he brought the best in from Tennessee, and that was exciting for the players as well and for this game. And it's a combination of this Pennsylvania team is East and West. So it's been a good combination of players. But it's just an exciting weekend. And Bob does a great job of putting this together in a memorable weekend.
Maria Waries with that last basket for Pennsylvania. Now Brandy Russia in traffic. And foul on the play. Lisa Miller whistled on that play.
Was that a 3 or a 2, Maria Waries hit?
I think that was a 3. Or was it a 2?
I think it wasn't a 68. I think they
It
gave
was
her
68.
a 2 on that.
Yep, they did give her a 2. I put it down for a track. 70-62 is the score. Pennsylvania leading it here. 5:01 to play, but anything can happen, you know. Brandy Russia.
This feature game has always come down to the very end. A team may get up by a few points here and there and get a lead, but it has always come down to the end, and every team manages to make it exciting.
Maria Waries up top now to Beth Friday. Down the left side, Lisa Miller drives, double teamed, cut off on the play. They go over to the right side. And they couldn't get the runner to fall for Beth Friday, and Ohio has the rebound. Chrissy Donovan shaking off the defense, throwing up a tray and missing. Rebound, Robin Swain.
Her first miss from behind the arc.
Actually, her second.
Oh, her second. She did miss one, that's right.
In this half, yeah. She was 5 for 5 in the first half from Treyland. There's Lisa Miller. Fakes the pass once and then goes with it. And gets it into Amanda Wittenmeyer, who was fouled on the way up. She'll get to go to the free throw line.
I think they called a jump ball. They called a jump ball.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And it goes to the Ohio All-Stars.
She started walking to the line like, hey, I'm getting my shots. But indeed, the tie-up is there, and the possession arrow favors Ohio.
When she did the spin move, she turned right into her, and she just held her ground.
Chrissy Donovan. Floor, and now down in the paint, bodies falling. Robin Swain went down hard, and she'll get to go to the stripe this time. 3:57 left in the basketball game. Pennsylvania 70, Ohio 64.
This is where free throws are crucial down the stretch.
Robin Swain hits her first point of the second half. She has 4 on the game. Maria Waries will check out of the ball game for Pennsylvania. Second shot rims out, no good. Brooke Stewart comes back in for PA. She has the basketball. Stewart, a bounce pass to Lisa Miller. Top side it goes to Wittenmeyer. Stewart tries to scoop shot and is fouled on the play. She'll go to the line. Susie, I know this is thrilling for these ladies to be here, and I know you've had so many thrills winning the WPIAL here, and of course playing high school basketball throughout Western Pennsylvania. Also at Penn State with the Olympic team, and now in the WNBA. Is there a definitive moment that sticks out to you in your entire career?
I don't know if there's actually one. I know when I played AAU basketball and I started being recruited, I didn't know how good I was or where I would go with basketball. And then when I started getting recruited and get a feel for recruiting, so it's just exciting to be a part of it. And, you know, when other people are telling you you're good, maybe you start to believe it a little bit. But I've had a lot of success, and it's been fun.
Well, you're good. We're going to take a timeout. 3:41 to play in the basketball game. 72-65, Pennsylvania in the lead. We're back in a moment.
When you play, sometimes you pay. But it doesn't hurt to have UPMC Health System in your neighborhood. We train and rehabilitate top athletes from all over the world. Lead the field in knee repairs. And do meniscal transplants others can't. Ours is a sports medicine program like no other, because we're a health system like no other. UPMC Health System.
The 9th annual Eaton Park Harmarville Hoops Classic 3-on-3 basketball tournament is Saturday, June 5th. It's open to all age groups 10 and up. Only the first 700 teams are accepted, so enter early. The deadline is May 22nd. Just pick up an entry form at any Eaton Park restaurant or call the Hoops hotline at 412-826-2772. Harmerville Hoops, sponsored by Eaton Park, celebrating 50 years of smiles.
Well, Bob, we're almost at the conclusion, but obviously another successful tournament that you and your staff put on. First off, we want to thank some of the people. Who are the people that have really helped you?
Mike McConnell has been outstanding. Without him, we couldn't really do this. And obviously, most important, Eaton Park, Jim Broadhurst, and the other sponsors, Coca-Cola and O.C. Klaus Lumber and Rawlings. They've been wonderful.
How did this Pennsylvania and Ohio thing develop? Obviously, it looks like you want to keep this thing going.
Yes, this is the first year. I thought it would be great to start a rivalry between the two states. We're close to each other. We both have great programs. And I think this is the start of something that will be special. And I think in life, you have to do things different. You can't keep doing the same thing. So this is what we decided to do this year.
Any comments? Probably the last opportunity we'll have to talk to you. Your thoughts about the tournament in general?
Well, I tell you what, I'm awful tired, but I'm very happy. So I'm just glad that a lot of people had the benefit to participate and also to work with a lot of wonderful, excellent talent.
Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job, and we've been happy to broadcast this, too. Let's go back to Chris and Susie now.
Thank you.
All right, Bill and Bob, thank you so much for inviting us all back this year. We really appreciate working with you, and I'll tell you what, we salute that guy for his efforts. What a marvelous man he is.
Tired. That's not the word. He's exhausted.
Missed shot for Ohio by Robin Swain, rebounded by Pennsylvania. Miller running the break. Nice pass down low. They couldn't finish it that time as Shayna Mosh had the ball knocked out of her hands into the end zone. And it will be Pennsylvania's ball back. 3:04 to play. The Keystone State leads by 7. Bounce pass in. Brooke Stewart tripped up.
That'll send her to the line. A bonus situation.
72-65, Pennsylvania in the lead. Well, Susie, we have so many young basketball players. You know, these are the seniors that we're watching here tonight. But there are so many great young basketball players coming up in the WPIL, the City League, and all the other districts around the area. Not to mention Ohio, of course.
There really are. I mean, not just, I mean, there are juniors, sophomores, freshmen, and even incoming freshmen. I mean, you watch CAAU teams, and they're unbelievable.
Oh, look at Brooke Stewart. She showed the ball, decided to pull it back and lay it up and score.
That's a great take.
17 points for Brooke Stewart.
That was entertaining for the remaining crowd that is here.
That was a big-time move. Now Pennsylvania trying to fight for that basketball. Finally, they do pull it out of there. Good play by Amanda Wittenmeyer. Up the floor, Lisa Miller underneath. Beth Friday with a
back to her
left.
left.
Up there. Trying to go. Yeah, you're right. She was on that left side of that glass that time. Let's take another look at that drive in.
Draw
by
the
Brooke.
defender. Look it
Oh,
up.
that was pretty.
That's a great take.
Clock stopped with a foul. Beth Friday at the line. 2:09 to play. Pennsylvania leads it 74-65. Friday's shot is good. 6 points for her.
She lives at the free throw line. I mean, she's just so tough to defend on the block that if she doesn't score, she ends up on the free throw line.
Physically, she looks like the type of girl who's going to go inside and just knock it around a little bit. And, you know, if you get her to the line, she's going to kill you there.
But, I mean, you look at her at 6'1", great post player, very versatile because she is a goalie for the Upper St. Clair soccer team and has helped them win a WPIAL championship. So she's no stranger to big-time games.
Outside jump shot rolls off no good for 3. Regina Smith missed. Rebound stolen away, and that time it's Christy Donovan who takes it up and scores. And she has 20 points.
One thing you never want to do, you're saving the ball underneath another team's basket. You never want to throw it towards the paint. Throw it to the outside. The coaches yell at you for saving a ball underneath another team's basket, yet throwing it towards the lane.
Stewart missed the tray outside and fought to get the rebound back, and now Lisa Miller and Christy Donovan are tied up. And I believe Donovan called the timeout.
That's a heads-up play.
Very
I mean,
smart.
that's just being aware that she would be tied up, and she called a timeout. Very smart play.
1:20 left. Pennsylvania 76, Ohio 67. Here in this matchup between these neighboring states. And it's been a very sportsmanlike rivalry here tonight at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. If you've been with us all day on WBGN TV, we want to thank you so much for being with us through all three of these games, and we'll review the scores for the others in just a moment. And Susie, right now we're taking a look at the Western Pennsylvania District Players of the Year. Some talented basketball stars.
You're looking at a couple of them right in this game right now, Brooke Stewart and Shayna Mosh. You know, and you got some young players. Tiffany Sheddick also is in this game. Then you also had some young players on that list that are up and coming, as far as Carmen Bruce from the City League from Shenley. So, you know, you got some great players and well-deserved Player of the Year awards there.
Take a look at how seriously these girls are taking this game. Look at Lisa Miller and Chrissy Donovan knotted up. Ball squirts loose.
That's just great hustle, and you love to see that. You know, the game's on the line, loose ball. This is a never give up, refuse to lose attitude on both teams' part.
1:18 to play. Jumper outside for three missed, and Beth Friday comes down with a rebound. Upper St. Clair. Lisa Miller from Blackhawk. Pull up jump shot. Rolls off missed by Maria Waries of Oakland Catholic, and out of bounds to the Ohio Stars. Earlier today at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic, the South All-Stars beat the North 81-78. Courtney McGinnis had 12 points for the winners, the South team. 13 points for Kate Franks for the North. Also earlier today, East and West played, and the East beat the West 73-67. Game high for the West team was Alicia Marshall. She had 13 points, 11 for Ashley Kenny in that ball game. Also for the winning East squad, 23 points for Kamiko Robeson out of Clareton High School. Lauren Musler had 10, but Kamiko Robeson was astounding here today.
She
now,
was.
A three-point jump shot for Brandy Russia.
You know, at this point in the game, that's one thing you don't want to give up is a three-point shot. You want to make them take time off the clock, earn everything that they get. You need to get up on defenders, make them put the ball on the floor. You would rather give up a two-point basket than a three.
48 seconds left, and that three enabled this game and the Ohio Stars to climb to within 6 points of the Pennsylvania Stars.
Well, that three-point line, I mean, with the shot clock, as they cannot hold the basketball, you know, your strategy changes somewhat. You know, do you foul right away? Do you go for steal? Do you make them try and take a quick shot? You know, run the shot clock out, and then you take a quick shot. Your strategy changes from being a high school coach and having 4 quarters, no shot clock. You can run the ball, you run the timeout, get fouled, go to the free throw line. Now you're in a college game type situation. What you do is changes completely.
48 seconds left, a 6-point lead, and let's go to our partner on the sidelines, Mr. Bill Fontana.
This gentleman right here is Don Ireland, and he is as much a part of this tournament as anyone else. Don has been here for 3 basketball games today and also did the Pitt game today. Don, how was that game?
It was pretty exciting. Defensively, the Panthers are pretty fired up. They're injured a little bit offensively, but I look forward to a great season with Coach Harris this year.
There you have it, the voice of the Pitt Panthers and also the girls round ball tournament, Don Ireland.
Well, I knew they're excited here in Oakland because the blue-gold game was played today over at Pitt Stadium. We heard all the ruckus coming in here today.
Big steal here by Ohio, kicking it out, back out for the three, where they've been effective tonight.
Could have made it a 3-point game, but instead, Regina Smith on the miss. She's going to get it back. She'll drive in for the 2-try or dish it off. Nope, she will dish it off. And on the turnaround, Robin Swain is fouled with 27 seconds left. Ohio is down by 6. It is 76-70, Pennsylvania in the lead. Robin Swain to the free throw line. She played at Carroll High School.
One thing you love about this is they're not quitting. You know, down 6, under 30 seconds right now. You know, very easy for a team to quit. But these are great athletes, great players that never quit until the final buzzer. You know, anything can happen in the last 30 seconds with the three-point line, being aggressive on the offensive boards. As you've seen, she got to the free throw line, has a chance to cut it to 4 with 7 seconds to go.
We hope she enjoyed her weekend here in the Oakland neighborhood of Pittsburgh, because she'll be spending the next 4 years here as a Lady Panther. 27 seconds left, a 6-point Pennsylvania lead. But you still have to feel nervous watching this ball game.
Oh, as a coach, you're just never comfortable. Until that time runs out, you're just not comfortable with any lead.
She missed the free throw, and Lisa Miller found the loose rock off the floor, and she takes it to the half-court line and loses the ball out of bounds.
I thought they were going to call a foul.
I thought so too, but instead it will be a turnover. 18 seconds to play. Ohio with the ball back. Two-possession game, 76-70. And now Lisa Miller with a steal, and a big one it was. 12 seconds left. Miller dribbling in the backcourt, trying to pass off, and Ohio will knock the ball out of bounds.
Well, with the women's rule as well, there's no 10-second count in the backcourt. So they could run the clock out in this backcourt. She did not have to cross half court in a college game.
Now here it comes. Pennsylvania with it. Foul, no whistle. Clock will wind down. That's the end of the ball game. Pennsylvania will win it 76-70. And we'll come back to wrap things up after this great day of girls high school basketball right after we take this time out. You're watching the Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic.
The Eaton Park, Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic is brought to you by Eaton Park, the place for smiles. For quality building materials, shop your local OC Plus. We've got your lumber. Coca-Cola, saluting the players and coaches of our local high schools. When it comes to basketball, think Rawlings, the official basketball for the NCAA Championship. The sports medicine program of UPMC Health System. And the Western Pennsylvania Youth Basketball Club. Girls basketball at its best.
Eaton Park's the place for smiles.
We've seen some great plays here today at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic, like this one. There she is, the MVP of tonight's game for Pennsylvania, Brooke Stewart, out of East Allegheny High School. Susie.
That was only one of the plays that earned her MVP honors. I mean, Brooke Stewart was all over this floor defensively. She created in transition. She rebounded. She led the break. She dished on the offensive end. I mean, she just had a great night for the Pennsylvania All-Stars and helped them come away with a 76-70 victory and on her future home court as a Lady Panther.
That is something else, too. Chrissy Donovan, the most valuable player from Ohio. She had 20 points, 17 of those in the first half on 5 3-pointers and a regular old 2-point field goal.
That's just a great night for her, Chrissy Donovan. She came in, she was on fire, and she came out a little cold in the second half. Didn't get as many shots though, and that's one thing you hate to see is halftime when you're shooting the ball that well. But this Ohio team was a very good basketball team, and they were fun to watch, and they did a lot of good things tonight. And these players will go on, all of them, and have great college careers.
And a great photograph being taken on the center circle floor of the University of Pittsburgh's Panthers. These ladies did the deed here tonight. 76-70, the Pennsylvania All-Stars win it. And how about head coach Dory Anderson? She just can't seem to lose this year, only to Upper St. Clair. That was the only game she lost.
The night I won this, last year, 93, when I won the state championship, I came in and coached this game and lost. So I thought I was ending my coaching year on a win, and I came in and lost. So congratulations to her and her staff for winning tonight's game. For
Susie McConnell-Serio and for our partner Bill Fontana, I'm Chris Shovlin. Thanks so much for joining us right here. The final score, Pennsylvania 76, Ohio 70 at the Eaton Park Pennsylvania High School Girls Round Ball Classic. We'll see you next year.